this video I'm going to show you how to create a Spring Boot web project, and then later we will add a REST controller just to see we are able to expose the REST endpoint that we have exposed. Okay, so the simplest way to create a Spring Boot project is using this Spring Initializer website. Just go to Google, type Spring Boot. There are a couple of other ways also. You can use Maven archives, or you can create the POM files yourself, but this will be the smartest way. So we just land on this website, then a couple of selections. The build tool will be Maven. For our project, the language will be Java. Spring Boot will go with default, that is the latest stable version. And related to project metadata, we'll just quickly modify things a bit. Okay, so that it matches our project details. Let's say this is Hazelcast demo. Let's rename this as well quickly, Hazelcast demo. Packaging can be jar, and Java could be anything, or any version that is installed on your current system. Okay, for me it is going to be 11. And if you're not sure how to check the current Java version, just go ahead and do a Java version. Okay, so here it is 11. If you have not installed Java, please check another videos in my playlist. You'll be able to get the Java installation steps. Okay, with these things done, we'll just go ahead and add a dependency, because we want to create a Spring Boot based web application. Okay, so we need to add the Spring Web dependencies. So we can search for web, and this particular thing needs to be added as a dependency, so our application becomes a web project. Okay, or it rather runs as a web application. Okay, so let's hit generate. So this will be quickly downloaded. We'll quickly go ahead to our downloads folder. Okay, I'll just copy this thing to a destination where I'm trying to manage all my projects. I'll just copy it here for simplicity, and I need to extract the content out of it, so it contains a Java project. We can get rid of this Hazelcast demo folder name, because there is going to be a folder inside the package or the zip file. So you'll just remove that and hit extract. Close this, and this is the extract that we have got out of that project. So we'll quickly open this in IntelliJ. Hit open, and we can go to desktop. There you go, there is the Hazelcast demo that you have extracted. Trust the project. So importing project for the first time could take a while, because it will try to download multiple dependencies, try to index the files, and this project can be imported in Eclipse, IntelliJ, or VS Code, or any other IDE for that matter. Okay, once this is imported, you can see this is an Java project or a Spring Boot project which has all the content that you need to run a Spring Web application. Okay, so in the POM file you can see the dependency that we have added for Spring Web. Okay, so this will help run our application as a Spring Boot web application. Okay, and there is this is the test class. Let's see the main class. So this is the starting point of our Spring application. Okay, so let's quickly go ahead and see how to run this project. There are actually two ways. One is if you have inbuilt Maven installed, if you have the Maven installed on your system, then you can just do a mvn Spring Boot run. Or if you do not have a Maven installed, and if you do not want to go through the steps of installing on Maven, you can just run it using the /mvnpw Maven. So these are the files provided by the Spring project. Okay, so you can just go ahead and use that, and it comes inbuilt with the Maven module. So you can see here there are a couple of things related to Maven. and you don't have to really install them. Okay, so we'll go ahead with the assumption that you do not have Maven installed and you're just using the inbuilt Maven of this particular project. Okay, type this command slash being on the root folder of the projects /mv spring boot run, and if you're in Windows you can use the .cmd file, or meaning you have, if you are running it from command line. Okay, just go ahead and hit enter. So that way the project is getting compiled and then the project is running. Of course there were no errors in the project. Okay, so now we can see the application has started and it is running on localhost 8080. Okay, let's see what is happening when we do a localhost 8080 ping. Okay, somehow the 0 was not working, but right now if you see localhost 8080, you can see there is some web service that is running, but it's returning a 404. That means the page not found. That means the request at the base location or the root directory is not handled. Okay, so we can write a web controller or a REST endpoint at base location to handle this request. So let's quickly create a package where we can create our controllers. Okay, and let's name these as sample controller. Okay, now we need a way to tell the Spring that this is a REST service. So for that, Spring has provided us with an annotation saying REST controller. So if we annotate sample controller with REST controller annotation, Spring knows that this is going to be a REST endpoint. Okay, and to handle the URLs at different different formats or different location, we need to provide different methods for each of the URLs. So let's define for base URL get mapping, in which we will put the parameter as base location. Okay, now any request that comes at this particular location should be handled under this method. So let's define a method which returns a string, and let's name this method as index page, and the name of the method here really could be anything, that doesn't really matter. Let's say return hello world. Okay, that's it from the changes. So we have defined a REST service. Under that we have defined a mapping for home page. Okay, and it returns a string hello world. So we'll just quickly go ahead and stop the previous application. All you need to do is basically rerun the earlier command, and the application should again scan for all the files. And should start the server. So the basically server has started, and it has started again on the same port 8080. So we can just go to browser and refresh the page. So there you go, you can see a hello world program. That means our REST endpoint is working fine and everything looks good with our Spring Boot project, and we are ready to get started for further development. Okay, stay tuned. Thank you.